we also have two stories which are a component of this, and that was the transgender models that were placed on the swimsuit ads. The debate here is, you want to pull these up? So you have Kim Petras. This is a biological male. And then you have this individual, Lena Bloom, also a biological male. And these are this was Swimsuit 2021 and Swimsuit 2023. Someone tweeted, some journalist said, they did not get woke and go broke. They were going broke and tried to get woke as a means to save themselves, which I find very funny. The argument then becomes, your company is going under. You know that dudes like looking at pictures of like scantily clad women. So you decide to put males on your cover. That's look, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model edition was always to get dudes all excited, hot and bothered till they'd buy the magazine, whatever, or read the magazine. Putting dudes on it, like biological males that look like women that have like gotten surgery and hormones, that probably pissed off a lot of guys. Like, look, if you're trans, you do your trans thing, you be you, go live your life. But I got to tell you, it is trans people have made the argument. It is dangerous for them if they go out to a bar and a guy is like hitting on them and then finds out they're actually trans. It's dangerous. People can get violent. What do you think Sports Illustrated, when all of these dudes are like, yeah, I'm going to pick up this, there's like some chick on the cover and they're like, wait a minute, what the? They're going to get mad about it in the same way. Like that is a commonly held belief among trans people. Why would Sports Illustrated, like perhaps the company's going under, but all they did was accelerate their decline.
Yeah, I don't understand that whole thing about trying to appeal to like that audience or whatever when it's a fraction of, the general population and obviously, not their base. Same thing with like Bud Light or like Harley Davidson or all of these other people. Like it's just a fraction of the overall audience, not only their audience. So
but I think if you break it down, it all comes down to AI will replace all media.
Yeah.
Seriously. Why would any dude buy a magazine or go to Sports Illustrated to look at a woman in a bikini, right? This is the issue. So they're like, we'll try anything. And they're hoping that woke activists will pretend to like it. In reality, all the dudes who used to buy Sports Illustrated or or pick up a Victoria's Secret catalog for doing dirty deeds, just go on the internet now.
Dude,
Sure.
I'm looking at who owns Sports Illustrated. It's a company called Authentic Brands Group. So generic. Who owns Authentic Brands Group? Well, there's two companies. This is some investment capital firms own them. CVC Capital Partners and HPS Investment Partners own Authentic Brands Group. This company has been turned into a skin suit by people with global agendas. They care nothing about the survival of Sports Illustrated. They bought it and they've turned it into something that it wasn't. I don't know who they are exactly, but the headquarters is in Luxembourg. Of CVC Capital, and the headquarters of HPS
That could be anybody.
is in New York City. So it's both a Luxembourgy bourgeois. Well, how do you say that?
Burgish.
Luxembourgish company and an American company co-own the company that owns Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, and that could literally be anybody.
Could be anybody, dude.
Yeah.
What company? The company that owns Sports
The
Illustrated?
company that owns Sports Illustrated is called Authentic Brands Group, and then the company that owns that, there's two investment capital firms that own Authentic Brands Group.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think everything is owned by, or every large
holding
company
company.
is owned by an investment capital.
Yeah.
Like even like Concord Music Group, the last label that I was on, they're owned by an investment capital company group or whatever.
I think we're already, people don't understand this too. AI music is already here.
Oh
yeah.
As an aside, Sports Illustrated got bought by this Authentic Brands Group in 2019. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's when their downfall became.
It'd be cool if like it was 10 years ago, somebody at Google, he's like working on his computer and then he's like, all right, that's the final line of code. If I press enter, I'll have created a very rudimentary artificial intelligence. He presses enter. And then that is the singularity point where the AI turns on and then just starts reading the internet, compiling data, getting smarter and smarter exponentially. Now we're at the point where we are totally oblivious to the fact that there is a sentient, omniscient AI machine buying up everything, and everything that's happening with the collapse of the institutions and wokeness is an AI entity, like manipulating stock markets, stealing value, gaining control, and eventually we're just going to be like, who owns anything? It's this weird company called, Sentient Omniscient Inc. What is this? And then, it turns out one AI just bought and owns everything.
It does annoy me when you see who owns that company, and then it's another company, and you're like, well, who owns that other company? And it's the company that they own. You're like, what? No, okay.
By design.
I think I reached the top when I see that BlackRock owns Vanguard and Vanguard owns BlackRock.
Portions of it. They own portions of each
Yeah.
other.
Isn't
So
that crazy?
crazy.
Well, I mean,
It's wild.
like they do own portions of each other, sure, and that's fair. But like
That
the
makes
thing is,
sense.
the people that own BlackRock, and it's like there are big, big time owners. There's
Trillionaires.
people that own. Well, I don't know if they're
There
trillionaires.
are
or not.
apparently
But-
there are
but
trillionaires.
The
they're
people
Saudis.
the people that own like the majority shares are big, but the rest of that is like everybody else in America. Because like all the 401ks and everyone's retirements and everyone's investments and stuff, all that stuff is mixed up in BlackRock and Vanguard and stuff like that.
State Street, those are
State
another
Street.
one.
Yeah, so it's like, yes, it is true that there's big money in those corporations and in those investment firms and stuff, but it's also like grandma and mom's, her the fixed income that she's on. It's like that stuff's all invested there too. So it's people get so wrapped up in the bagging on obviously bad things that they do, they forget that there are good. They start bagging on capitalism as a concept when they do that, and I think that
Corporatism is a whole other
Yeah.
beast. I don't think these corporations should
not the
have
same.
the rights of people. I don't know what the ethos. I mean, I guess I see it from the businessman's perspective, and the businessmen are the ones that are writing the laws. So I see why they did that for themselves. I don't like it.
Well,
Well,
what are you
isn't the-
thinking?
Isn't it to like prosecute to hold them accountable? I don't remember exactly. I don't.
Why they got personhood? I don't know the actual.
Well, what do you?
Just legally, I think it's just legally.
Because the
Legal
thought
personhood.
process behind it is the corporations are made of people.
They're culpable and they're made of people.
You know,
right?
it's like they're the people. The corporation isn't an entity that is removed from the people that
Yeah.
make it.
It says corporate personhood or juridical personality is the legal notion that a juridical person, such as a corporation, separately from its associated human beings like owners, managers, or employees, has at least some of the legal rights and responsibilities enjoyed by natural persons. In most companies, a corporation has the same rights as a natural person to hold property, enter into contracts, and to sue or be sued. Yeah, corporations owning property, that's a bit of an issue.
Why?
We're looking at, because BlackRock's been buying up a bunch of land.
So-
Then they try and make people perpetual renters.
But Tim owns this house, and or Tim's corporation owns this
Small-
house, and it's and stuff. So it's
That's
like
actually not true.
Small
Well, okay,
corporations.
maybe okay. I don't know. I don't know how your business is structured.
Exactly.
Is structured. I don't know. I'm speaking out of turn. But it is very normal for like a corporation, like Hertz Rental Cars
To own capital.
owns cars.
Yeah.
Like why? Like
Listen,
the people
listen.
that owns.
I
Hertz-
think
Let me tell you the nightmare scenario that we are entering. Okay, I'm hanging out at the local casino several months ago or last year, and I have an issue. So I say, I'd like to speak with the manager. I put on my Karen wig and I said, I want to talk to the manager, and they said there isn't one. That was it. I'm not kidding. Modern large corporations like casinos don't have managers. They do to a certain degree. But what ends up happening is they say, okay, I have a security issue. And a security guy shows up and says, I'm here and I'm in charge of security. I say, who's the boss? Who's the guy who is in charge of the casino that I could talk to about my problem? They go, there isn't one. There are small managers for each individual area. I ended up getting help because one of the guys who handles the food for the casino is a fan of the show. And I ended up meeting him and he says, I'll reach out to someone. And then someone else, there was no boss.
I noticed that.
insane.
But so it's not just this one casino thing that's happened. There have been many instances where I've gone to, it's like a smaller business. You don't really, like it's a small business. The owner's right there. The guy making you the sandwich is the guy who owns the shop. It says, okay, I'll make you a new sandwich. I'm the boss. I'll eat the cost. You go to a sandwich shop, corporate sandwich shop, and you say, you made my sandwich wrong. It's like, sir, I just make $10 an hour. I have no idea what to do. And you can't get anything done.
I noticed this when social media appeared, because it was for the first time in my life when I started using Google. I was like, I can't contact anyone at Google. I don't know how to get through to someone. All in the 90s and in the 80s, if you ever used a product every day, you could always call a number to talk to someone that would elevate your call to the next person. There's always a way to get through to that company, as far as I could tell. And then social media appeared, and they were just overloaded. It's
gone.
They're too centralized power with so few people now. They don't. And then to accept that allows for what you're saying now. Other companies are doing it.
Easy example. You start a business. I knew a guy who had a business online where he sold products. One day, his sales evaporated, and it was because Google changed their search algorithm. So it used to be that if you were looking for product, you'd type in the search bar product. The website would be in the top 5, and he worked really hard to make sure he had the proper SEO, and he was making 6 figures. Google changes their algorithm, he's gone. And there's nothing that was done, and nothing can be done. That's like opening a brick and mortar shop, and one day you wake up and your shop's been moved to the middle of a field 100 miles away. And it's just, that's no sales anymore. The problem here, not only that, but also, who are you going to call? There is no customer service for any of these companies. Now with Twitter, X, it's changing because you subscribe to Blue or Premium or Business, all of a sudden people are tweeting at you. So we bought ads. I bought a commercial for Alex Stein's Primetime Grind, 2 times caffeine, cashbrew.com. And it was like rejected. So I tweeted, Twitter still has not approved this ad. We're putting $25,000 behind this Alex Stein commercial. And immediately someone from X responded saying, on it, and hit the button, got it going. It has been since the dawn of the internet age that Twitter is basically the place you go to get things done. Got a problem on YouTube? Tweet at them. Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.